We're gonna fill out a new sketchbook today. Oh my great googly moogly. Well, hello there, humans. So recently I filled out, I think it was my 8th sketchbook. Let me check real quick. Oh, wait, I was all wrong. It was sketchbook number 9. Now I get to work on my 10th sketchbook. This is really fun. I'm really excited. I'm using the Canson Gratitude multi-technique, 72 pages. They're the dimensions if you're interested. I love this brand. This is my 2nd sketchbook from this brand, and I really like it. And, you know, it feels nice. It feels like premium. I've been wanting to get a bigger sketchbook for a little while, so that, you know, this is kind of an excuse to get a bigger sketchbook. I've been wanting to get more of a square one, and this is the closest I can get to a square sketchbook, so yeah. My only problem with this is they don't have the smooth paper I like. I think the last one I used was called manga paper, and it was like super smooth. It was almost like marker paper, but it was still like pretty thin. Like there's a lot of sheets. So, but I'm not complaining. It still feels super nice. I love it. It feels cool. It feels good. So yeah, let's get this literature off and let's get started. Okay, yeah, that's not okay. Damn. Okay. Yep, and then we're just gonna throw that. One thing I love to do in my sketchbooks is the first page, like this, where it's kind of just boring literature. I like to put stickers. So let me grab a few stickers real quick. I have a large collection of stickers. I like to use ones that resemble how I feel in that time frame. I love this sketchbook because it's so big and I can put so many stickers on it. So, okay. Let's put some stickers on this thing real quick before we start. We got artsy fartsy. It's a little cow farting. And now here's the part where I try not to rip it. I believe in myself. I believe in myself very strongly. There we go. Okay, we're doing it. Okay. Don't rip it. Don't rip it. I know, like, these are kind of water bottle stickers, but for me, they never stick to water bottles. So I just kind of use them for sketchbooks. Because, I don't know, it's kind of like a mood board of like where I'm at with life when I'm making that sketchbook. It's kind of a tradition I've been doing the last few sketchbooks. Okay, this is being difficult. This is being oh my, I'm struggling on purpose just so I'm not like too cool on camera, you know, it's just, oh my goodness, this is, I'm gonna crash out. I'm literally gonna crash out right now. Like, okay, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Let's go. I'm so good at life. I am so good at life. And just feelings are hard. I think that's why I picked the stickers, because I knew I'd have trouble with pulling these stickers. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. That one was not too bad. I love how this is a sketchbook video filling out my sketchbook and I'm just putting in stickers. Because, you know, gotta stay weird. Oh, I'm hilarious. I am absolutely hilarious. Let's go. I don't know where I got this one. It's just Danny DeVito. And don't worry, Danny. I will eventually try Jersey Mike's. Don't worry. I will. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that face. That is a face you need to believe in. That is a face you need to believe this man. You need to try Jersey Mike's. And I need to try Jersey Mike's to see what the hype is all about. When I go to like a new store or something, or there's a cool place, I like to try and get stickers from there to put in my sketchbook to see like what I did while I was working on this sketchbook. And also, let's take a few Scarland art book stickers. I want Jelly to live in my sketchbook. Okay. Let's put her by the creeper. There we go. Should we do one more? Let's do the birds. take flight. We got the pesky bird. Look at that. That is a beautiful first page. Beautiful. Now let's get to the actual drawing because, you know, this is an art channel. Or at least I try to make it an art channel. I kind of want to do a cover up for this. Because there's not many pictures in it. So, like, I can put, like, a spray cover thing on this. Like, I can paint it and then I can put, like, a spray fixative on it. So then it won't ruin any of the drawings. So that's probably what I'll do. I might grab some painting stuff real quick. Give me a second. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't you dare leave.
6.5 hours later.
I'm back. I promise. That wasn't very long. You gotta admit, that was quick. Let's just do a little bit of like a test on the back just to see if this paint would stick. If you couldn't tell, I didn't prep for this video at all. I didn't test anything. I didn't do anything like that. So this could turn out terribly horrible. So let's just see if this works. Okay, that does kind of work. Maybe if I were to take a little bit of white. Like if I were to paint the cover white, could I paint on top of that? And if you're like, oh my goodness, he's ruining the back. No one looks at the back of sketchbooks. Nobody does. Okay, yeah, that's working nicely. That is indeed working quite nice. Okay, I'm gonna wait a few minutes and let that dry, and I'll get back to you. Okay, it has dried. I'm a little bit concerned because I can just, you know, just do that. So So I'm a little concerned that this sketchbook cover is just gonna come right off, but let's just see what happens if I paint with teal over it. Like, will it show up better? Oh yeah, that's showing up a lot better. So yeah, I feel like this could work, and then I'll just put like a spray fixative on it at the end. Oh, that's cool. It has a little pocket at the back, so if you like have something you wanna keep safe, like some sheets of paper, like you can put it in here. This one won't fit, but let's just do a little sketch of what I want the cover to be. So I obviously want to have my mascot on there. I don't know. I just love doodling my little guy. He's fun to draw. He's a fun little guy. So I obviously want to have, you know, Sketchbook 10. I'll probably make these into like big bubble letters. And then I want to have my little guy down here. I don't know what I want him to do. I don't know. That works. I mean, he could just be like waving his hands in the air like he just don't care. Let me try a little bit more of like a detailed sketch. So we're gonna make this a little bit bigger. I love these types of bubble letters where like little holes. I just have like those little lines. I think it just looks so good. Okay, that looks good. And then we'll have and then I love making the tie just go kind of crazy on the page. I don't know, I just think it's fun. If anyone can figure out like why I put the tie on my little guy, if you can figure out like where that came from, let me know. Put it in the comments below, because it is a reference to something that I love and it inspires me a lot. It's, you know, really, really cool thing. I know these aren't going to be exact colors, but we're just going to, you know, just try stuff out. Fun fact, these two colors are the actual colors I used to use when I used to do my thumbnails on paper, when I draw my little guy on paper and then like put them into the computer, get rid of the background. Like So I used warm gray 60% and basic gray 5 from the Blick Studio alcohol-based markers. And something I absolutely love is when shadows are like really strange colors. So I think I'm gonna try and bring some of that in here. So I'm definitely gonna use like some purples for shadows, some pinks, some greens. It looks bad on here, but like I already have an idea of how I'm gonna do it a little bit better on the actual piece. Wait, what if instead of white, we do my light red that I put on my thumbnails? Like, what if we try and color match that? This isn't it, but it's close enough. Now it looks like absolute garbage. And then we'll get some pink for like little bits and pops. Maybe we'll do pink for the text. There's a very basic sketch. I feel like that works. I feel like, yeah, that does work. I don't know, I feel like I need to do some line art. I've not used alcohol markers in a while. The smell is gives you a headache. I've never really done a sketchbook cover like this, so I'm excited. This is exciting. This is new. Usually I just kind of doodle something on my sketchbook cover. I've never really been one to like spend a long time actually making a sketchbook cover. That's a good like first draft sketch thing, but I don't know. But now I feel like we should actually start on the actual thing. Let's mix some colors. So I'm gonna pull up my thumbnails to try and match the color. Oh wait, I just realized okay, I'm sorry, my light was off. So it didn't, sorry, it's kind of shadowy. So let's see if we can color match this. So it's more of a pink. Okay. That might be a little bit much. That might be, I don't know. I need some more white. I'm gonna need a lot, so it's kind of covering up my palette. Okay, yeah, this is becoming a lot. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let me grab a little index card. That look good. Nope. I'm gonna need to put some more white. It's just covering my entire palette. Oh my great googly moogly. You know, there's probably a lot better ways I could do this, but no. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it a smart way. I'm gonna do it the least smart way I possibly can. Okay, yeah, this... Oh wait, yeah, that was too much. That was too much. I'm wasting a lot of paint here. This is old paint anyway. I got it from there was like a craft store nearby that was closing. And they were selling all the stuff. So I managed to get, you know, some of these big bottles of paint from them and buy them, which is super cool. So now I have quite a lot of paint. I have a pretty big collection. I feel like this is the one. I feel like... Nope. This is not the one. This is not the one. I need more. Okay, I feel like that's good enough because I don't want to use much more. I'm going to use a bigger brush just to get it on better. I don't know why I never did this. This is, you know, this is fun. It's a fun thing to do. You know, this is a little bit more pink than I wanted it to be. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is completely 100% fine. So I'm going to go do some other stuff while this is drying. And I'm going to come back every once in a while to reapply a new layer. So I'll let you know. I'll come back when there's enough layers and I feel like it's good. And we can actually start painting the cover.
2,000 years later.
So I've done a few layers of the pink onto the sketchbook cover. It's a fun texture. It feels very nice. I did go with a lighter pink just because I was getting low, so I just added some more white. I am noticing that around here it's getting a little torn up, but so I might have to add a little bit more pink there later before I put a spray fixative on it. So I'm sketching out the letters first. So then from there, I can figure out how big I want my mascot little guy thingy to be. Is his name canonically just little guy now? I'm starting to think so, because he doesn't really have a name. I mean, he's Bulb, but also I'm Bulb, so that gets a little confusing. So basically, he is just a little guy now. And we're gonna do some like confetti. And then I'm gonna make these into bubble letters. This surface with like the paint on it is kind of fun to draw on. It's quite interesting how the pencil goes on there. Okay, so we got the letters figured out. It looks like this looks pretty good. This is, make these O's bigger. And then now we're gonna place my little guy. So I'm thinking, does that work? This, and then we go like, does that fit? Because then there's a gap right here. But also the gap might be good to have like just some breathing room. Okay, actually on second thought, that doesn't look too bad. Except I should probably make his head smaller. His head's a little bit too big and he doesn't have that much brain power, so I don't think that suits the character very well. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I feel like that works. I'm actually quite happy with this. Like this is gonna look quite nice. I'm excited. So now I'm gonna take my eraser and lightly erase this away. I feel like that's good enough. If anything, we can just touch it up with paint a little bit. So now I'm gonna go over here on my computer and pull up a picture of my little guy so that I can get the colors properly correct. Let's first start with my little guy's body. We're gonna get some white. Over here, we're gonna put some black, and then we are going to grab a very small dab of black. Probably a little bit more than that, and then put it in here. And then we're gonna grab a little bit of pink, just to get some warmth into it. Wait, did I actually get that like first try? Oh yeah, that's good. I've never really been a big painter. Like I've never really quite enjoyed it. But with something like this, I feel like paint is pretty necessary. If anything, with some of the spots I don't want to paint, I can just use paint markers. This is working a lot nicer than what I originally thought it would. The other thing I'm pontificating about is if I want to do line art. The natural look of the paint, like, might just look nice. I'm not really gonna get super crisp lines, so line art might help with that. I'm not totally sure. I'm kind of going towards yes. So I think now I'm gonna work on the tie, which that's gonna be a lot more simpler. I'm just gonna need quite a bit more black, quite a bit of white. And then I might actually grab some blue. Oh boy, oh that doesn't look too good. Oh, shake that up. Shake, 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 shake. Please do not spill, because then that would be really, really bad. Just get a touch of blue. Put it in there just so I can, just to get that cool tone. Is that good? Is that good? Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so now we're gonna do a tie. I'm starting to feel like Bob Ross. Come with me on a journey where we paint a happy little guy. There's no mistakes, just terrible tragedies. Wait, no. Let's work on the head. My yellow is very, very liquidy, and I don't like that. That's the only yellow I have, so we're gonna have to just kind of work with it. As you can see, it liquidy, it move. So let's take a little bit of gray. I feel like gray is gonna be good for this. Oh yeah, that. Did I already ruin it? That is too dark. Okay, that's gonna be a good shadow. So I might just grab a little bit of white, and then We'll go in and try and make that a little bit lighter. How about now? Does that look... Yeah, that looks... I might make it a little bit... I might put some more yellow into it. That probably is going to be a good idea. Okay, oh yeah, that's a good yellow. I don't know why I put it right on there, because I wasn't sure if that was going to work. I'm probably going to need to do a couple coats of it, because as you can see, it's very transparent, because it is a very liquidy yellow. Okay, while we let that dry, let's work on the lettering. I think I'm going to want to do this with paint marker, because I don't trust myself to be that delicate with a paintbrush, because I'm not a delicate person. I think I'm going to be using these two, aqua green, and then we have emerald green. So let's just hope I don't smudge the paint on the bottom, because that would be bad. Okay, yeah, that's looking good. And then now we're gonna fill it in. I think it's gonna be quite fun to have like this cover on my sketchbook, because then like I'll actually want to like fill it up and like work in it. Like I've already drawn a few bits and bops in it already, like, you know, in between making this video, and it's been fun. Like I definitely have more ambition to work in this sketchbook and to experiment and to make more of like some final pieces, but also like, you know, sketch and doodle some stuff, because I definitely have a lot more room in this sketchbook to work and do that kind of stuff. I'm still not a huge fan of the paper. It's kind of annoying to work with, especially with pencil. I like more of like a smooth, buttery surface for my sketchbooks. Like I love marker paper, because I've just done so much stuff with like ballpoint pen and pencil lately that like it's just easier to have a smooth surface with doing that kind of stuff. Okay, now we're gonna go back and forth. Now while that dries, I'm gonna work on doing another layer of all this stuff down here, just to get it as perfect as possible. This top part is not dry yet. I think I'm gonna go eat lunch, do some other stuff, and then come back and continue working on it. So I'll see you guys then. I have digested my lunch. Let's get back to this. I'm thinking we're gonna use this dark teal for like shadows of some sort. You know, I'm asked a lot, Bulb, how did you just become such a good artist? And I never really have a good answer for that. And I feel like I do now. And it's, what is a good artist? Just think about that for a moment. What makes a good artist? What is your definition of an artist? For me, my definition of an artist is someone who creates something. So like an engineer who designs dishwashers, that's an artist, in my opinion. There's just all different types of art, and I feel like compared to a lot of other people, I'm not very good. That's just, it's simple as that. I'm not very good. But also, what makes something good? There's a question for you that, you know, what is art? At this point in time, is art just a banana peel taped on a wall? Or is it something much more grand? Is it the idea of creating something? But then if you just put a dot to a piece of paper, that's technically creating something. Would that technically be art? See, these are, you know, these are the thoughts of an artist. What is art? What is the idea of life? And you know, like, it's just okay. Well, what am I? See, that just happens randomly to me. I don't know why. I just keep going. I just go down that rabbit hole of just like, what is the meaning of life? What's happening to me? And like, nothing's happening to me. Is that an art thing? Like, is that an artist thing to just randomly go down into tangents like that?
6.5 hours later.
Okay, I forgot to cover up my palette, so my paint is dry now. So I'm gonna need to try and color match these again, but make them slightly darker, which shouldn't be as difficult. And also, if you're disgusted by my paint palette, It's an experiment I'm doing. I'm just seeing how long I can go until I peel it off. Because when I peel it off, it's going to be quite satisfying. So far, I think it's been about a year. And you can tell I don't paint that much. How am I gonna fade this out? Oh, there we go. I feel like that works. Plus, we're gonna add some more colors anyway, so it can look a little bit messed up, I feel like. So now let's do the tie. Oh, I just got that. I just remade that color exactly. That's the original splotch. This is the new one. That's crazy. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the dark color for the tie and put it every once in a while on the body, just to add some detail, some roughness. I don't know if this is actually doing anything or if it's making it worse, but I'm just gonna pretend I know what I'm doing, because I don't. Okay, so now let's do the shadow of the head. That's good. So now we're just gonna let that dry. And now we're gonna go back up to the top. The 10 is not dry yet, but we can work with that. So now we're gonna take this black Posca pen and we're going to carefully do the line art for the text. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm very good at this, people. I am very, very good at doing art, I promise you. It's just the angle, it's all it is. The one time I need my hands to stay still, it starts shaking like violently. Okay, I'm doing a lot better. Okay, just don't mess it up anymore. Just don't mess it up. Just don't, I'm shaking. I am like, I've never been, like, I'm getting hot. Like my heart is racing right now. Okay, that actually doesn't look too bad. Okay, now we're gonna do some pink and purple confetti. I don't know why I'm using all these like pink and purple colors. I don't know. I like me some pink and purple. They're fun. That one is not going to show up very well. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to do some shadows. So we're not going to need this paint stuff anymore. So we can just say bye-bye to that. I'm actually going to clean off my desk real quick because it's becoming kind of a lot. For some shadow colors, these are kind of usually what I use. Some blues, some regular grays, some purples and pinks, and then some greens. It's usually what I use for shadows. I think I really like alcohol markers over acrylic paint, so I'm hoping I don't ruin this all. I'm really, really hoping. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, that was ruined from the last time I did that. Okay, I'm gonna use the other side then. Is this marker dead? Is it dead? Yeah, that's dead. That's a dead marker. And then that's some really, really dark spots. I'm gonna put some regular purple. Take some of this pink. I'm gonna do some here. And then to make it all look pretty, I'm gonna take my Copic colorless blender and I'm gonna blend it all together. I'm gonna add a little bit of green. I just like this green as a shadow. It looks a little bit gross, but like together in the final piece, I'm hoping it's gonna look pretty snazzy. And then let's take the colorless blender and blendificate it all together. Oh, okay. That's actually looking really nice. So I think now, so this is still drying, but I feel like now we can actually do the line art for my little guy, which is going to be really, really quite scary. But we're going to take it slow. We're gonna try our best and take it slow. Can't believe we're almost done with this. It's taken a few days, but it's been a fun thing to do. I'm so insanely nervous. Like, you guys do not like. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm like, I should be talking, but I'm not because I'm so nervous. I'm just gonna mess it all up and have to restart because that would be absolutely terrible. Okay, now let's move on to the face. Okay, and then let's get the twirly bit. That was scary. That was some scary stuff right there. Let's do the line art for the confetti. The 10 still hasn't dried yet. It's been like a half an hour and it still has not dried. Alright, so I've been waiting for about like 15 minutes and it still isn't bloody dry for some reason. So we're just gonna do the shadows for that and hope that I don't mess it up. Yeah, I went to the paint. It's fine. And that doesn't look the best, but it's kind of what we have to work with. So now let's do the line arts. I'm not too happy with the 10, but I mean, this did that took way too long to dry, so I'm just gonna take that as a win. And finally, to finish it off, we sign. Oh wait, that's out of, okay. Now to sign it. I think I'm gonna keep like the pencil lines and some of the stuff that went out, just because I don't want to have to deal with it. Plus, it also just kind of it looks fun. It looks fun. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I'm in the garden. I sound so British right then. So we have the sketchbook, and we're just gonna, you know, just spray fixative, a layer of stuff on it. I probably should try shaking it. I think that's it. Yeah. I think, yeah. That was very anticlimactic. I thought that was gonna be more exciting. I thought there was gonna be like explosions or something. I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching me going on this journey of working on my first kind of like really big, really cool sketchbook cover. I mean, there are obviously some things I feel like I could have done better. Like I feel like I could have made the background a little bit more exciting, stuff like that. But otherwise, I mean, that doesn't look half bad. I mean, it's a little shiny right now. It smells terrible. I probably should not have brought it into my room because it still is smelly from the spray fixative. But also, I didn't want to leave it outside for dirt and stuff to get stuck on the cover because that would be even worse. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, liking the video, hit the notification bell to be notified when another really awesome video like this is uploaded. I mean, I don't know if they're awesome. I mean, that's what people have told me, so if you want to see if people are lying or not, you should probably check out a few more of my videos just to see if they're actually as awesome as people say. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Go touch some grass.